Hello. I often get asked what is the best breed of dog for home protection, for guarding the house. And this question usually comes from my compatriots, my own fellow countrymen and women. And I'm going to try to answer that question in the Indian context. So usually they ask me whether a Doberman is better than a German Shepherd or a Rajapalayam. So, name any breed, right? Long gone are the days when you could expect a dog to hold its so called breed characteristics. Those days are gone. Maybe 60 years ago, you could expect an average Doberman to be sharp, aggressive, reactive, and a fierce guard dog. Thanks to show breeding and breeding for appearance and height and pigmentation and all that, all those things are gone. Now a Doberman can be as docile as a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Actually, all dogs have been made docile because the judge in the show ring doesn't want to get bit. Any self-respecting dog, if you really think about it, wouldn't allow a stranger to come and put his hand in its private parts. So by definition, most of the show dogs have to be very docile. So I'd always be wary of any puppies that have a purely show pedigree. But anyway, I'm kind of digressing from the topic. What I'm trying to say is, irrespective of the breed, you should evaluate the individual. When I say that you should evaluate the individual, I mean that you should evaluate the puppy as well as its father and mother. The reason why its father and mother have to be evaluated is because the puppy is still an immature individual and you can only evaluate it so much. There are aptitude tests for puppies. You can Google it, puppy aptitude test. I'm sure you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Coming to the parents of the puppy, if you go and visit the father and mother of the dog, if they are caged or chained up, I would immediately walk away from that situation no matter how good the dog may be. That is because no matter how intelligent a dog is, no matter how stable a dog is, if it is going to be caged up, there is no way in which the dog can prove its stability or its intelligence, right? So that risk is not worth taking. I'll tell you the reason why. Let's say that I get a puppy. Even assuming that someone gives me a puppy for free, the amount of training and the amount of effort and time and money I put into that puppy, by the time that puppy is an year old or an year and a half old, that is when it becomes an adult. And that is when I can expect the puppy to start guarding, right? To be a good guard dog. At that age, the amount of time and money that I've spent easily crosses at least 100,000 rupees or 150,000 rupees. Because I have to train the puppy at least 1 or 1.5 hours every day, and that costs money, and my time is valuable, and I'm sure your time is valuable as well. So unless and otherwise the parents are exhibiting certain amount of stability and intelligence and how they interact with their owners, they need not interact in a stable and intelligent manner with you when you go and visit, but you have to observe how they are interacting and how they are living with their owners. So if they are living in a free roaming environment where they are in the verbal control of their owners, then that is a good sign that the puppy may also carry that kind of stability and intelligence. So this is very important. Then you evaluate the puppy, and then you bring the puppy in, and then you train the puppy for an year, year and a half. And if your stars are right, and if you have good karma, maybe by the time it is 18 months old, it will turn out to be a good guard dog. The reason why I'm saying it like this is because even if the parents are absolutely stellar, they are the best guard dogs in the world. And even if you train your puppy in a very professional and scientific manner for 1.5 years, even then there is a finite, small but finite probability that the puppy may not be a good guard dog. You have to be willing to accept that. So you have to understand that you are taking a chance. The only thing is you can reduce your chance of failure. So In conclusion, what I'd like to tell you is don't worry about the breed. The breed is only in the human's head. The dog is blissfully unaware of its own breed. The dog does not know what breed it is. It is in the genes, and that comes from its parents and its grandparents and its great grandparents. So unless you evaluate the individual for these working abilities, for these guarding abilities, you are just taking a big chance with your time and money. So forget about the breed. Go look at the individual, evaluate the puppy, evaluate the parents, and pick a medium-sized dog. Don't pick a big dog, because big dogs cannot work. As a heavy person, I know the difficulty of being heavy. A very small dog, maybe a dog under 8 or 10 kilograms, is also not an effective guard dog. The best weight category for a full-grown adult is somewhere from 22 to 32 kilograms. So you pick a medium-sized dog, and if the parents are good and the puppy has been tested for aptitude before you pick it up, the chances of you ending up with a good guard dog and an intelligent pet are very high, almost I would say 95 to 96%. I hope that this was useful. Just don't worry about the breed. The breed is just a piece of paper. The dog cannot read what is on it. So the dog will behave as it feels natural, or as an instinctual behavior. So you have to pick based on genes and what your eyes can see, and not what is written on a piece of paper.